Hello everyone. In this video we're going to pick up where we left off in Xcode. Last time we showed you how to get your project started, add your images into the resources folder, and save your progress at that point. So now we're going to actually start adding some stuff to our application and getting it to look the way we want it to. So under your resources folder there is an icon titled whatever the name of your project is. In my case it's CSE 611 viewcontroller.xib. You'll want to find that file and double click it, and that's going to bring up the interface builder. Now Xcode is still open in the background. You can click into it. You can leave it there or you can minimize it. I like to minimize it by clicking the little yellow minus sign. Be careful not to close it, just minimize it, and it puts it down here in the dock. So now I can see a little bit better what I'm working with. Now Interface Builder has these four windows. We're not going to be working with this first one, only with these last three. We have the View window, the View attributes, and if yours doesn't look quite like this, make sure you have your top left tab clicked. There are four different tabs. Make sure you have the top left one selected, and then the library window on the right. Make sure objects is selected and library. So now going back into the View window, I'm going to change the background color that will be viewed on the iPhone or iPod Touch. So I'm going to click the background color and I'm going to choose a different color. I'll go with black for this particular application. Close my color window. And now I want to add some text. So over here in the library, you'll want to scroll up or down until you find the label. And now what we want to do is click and drag from the library into the View window. So click and drag this label into the View window, and notice it highlights it for us, and drop the label in there. Now if I double click the label, it highlights it and I can edit the text. And if I'm not happy with what I put, I can highlight it again and add something else. If I click away from it, I can now grab it and move it around. And notice the interface builder puts these blue guidelines that kind of help us align things within the View window. So now, if I want to make this text bigger, I can drag this box to be bigger, and you'll notice that it gets bigger but the text is still small, and I can adjust the alignment of the text within that box, and now I can adjust the size by adjusting the font size here in label attributes by going up on the arrow. If it gets too big, it cuts it off, so I want to be careful to only go as far as I can. Alright, so now I can actually adjust this box to only hold that text. There we go. So now I want to add my image. So over here in the library I want to scroll up or down. In my case I want to scroll up to find the image view. And the same thing we're going to do, we're going to drag it into the View window. So click and drag and drop it into the View window. Now with that image view box highlighted, over here in our View attributes, we will click the image field here and we'll pick the image that we put in our resources folder. In my case CSE 611. Now I can adjust the size of this box to include more of the image. And there we go. My image was a little large. You might want to go a little smaller. This one was 350 pixels by 350. You might want to stick with something about 300 pixels wide. Alright, so now maybe I want to add some more text. I can scroll down, add another label, click and drag into the view window, double click to edit, and then I can move it around, and again I can adjust the size of the box and adjust the text within. And there we go. So now I have text and an image, and it's looking pretty good. So now I want to save this work so far. So go to File, Save. And in our next video, I'm going to show you how to get back into Xcode and test your application out.